Jalen Green took off just like a rocket. Olajuwon Hakeem. The Houston Rockets are on a 10-game win streak and look like they could overtake the Warriors for the 10 seed in the Western Conference and make the play-in this season. So I ask you guys, are the Rockets going to do it? Are they going to take off like Hakeem?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Warriors are... Bro, Draymond got ejected the other night, and Steph looked done. He looked heartbroken. Like, Draymond got ejected and he cried. Yeah. He cried real fucking tears. So either a bunch of people were saying either he knows something we don't or he's just truly exhausted. And listen, you get hot at the right time. That makes a big difference. I think Houston's got it. They're balling right now. 10 in a row.
Bro, Draymond's so aggressive. He's such an aggressive man.
Such amazing
someone was like, and I don't want this to become a Warriors segment, but I want to say this. Someone was like, does it speak to Steph's skills as a leader to not be able to control Draymond? I'm like, Draymond is a 34-year-old man.
He's a grown-ass man,
control
What
his
the
emotions.
fuck are we talking about with that? Because Draymond's literally been the vocal leader of this team for the longest time.
Yeah. But
so, like, how is Steph supposed to control it? But anyways, with the Rockets, so it's weird to me because I'm a big Şengün guy. Massive Şengün guy.
Şengün.
But this, like, recent surge for the Rockets has been without Şengün.
It's been with Baby Daddy Green. It's Baby Daddy Green taking him.
He's fucking gay. Şengün.
Do you want me to speak or?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah,
oh, okay, thanks. All right,
yeah,
cool.
No,
Appreciate it.
Bro, come on, you know.
Nah, thanks, though. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Anyways, Jalen Green has been hooping. So, man had a baby, and then all of a sudden he turns into the greatest basketball player on planet Earth. And then, you know, that works for anybody, though, by the way. His teammate probably gave him a little bit of advice. Remember when Fred VanVleet, during their championship run, had a kid and went off in the playoffs for like a 4 or 5 game stretch?
Yeah.
So, there's something to those dad powers. So,
new dad strength.
Bro, Jalen Green has been phenomenal. The weaknesses of his game are now, like, gone for the most part. He's become a good defender. He's become a much better playmaker. He's obviously a bucket. That's what we expected him to be coming out.
Fucking love
but
Green,
consistent. Exactly. So
such a beast.
I don't think they overtake the Warriors, but it's gonna be damn fun down the stretch of the season.
They kind of could though at this pace.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's not off the radar. Like
I just personally wouldn't be able to bet against Steph.
Yeah.
To get a 10 seed.
I know.
What I mean?
Just like, I don't know, man. Like, we really don't know. We really don't know. Yeah. We don't know.
Do we know?
Like,
do we know? I'm not sure.
It's going to be so fucking close, though. It's going to be close. That's all we do know.
Still a good amount of games.
I won't. Yeah.
They play each other on.
They do.
Next Thursday.
They do play each other. That's appointment television right there.
We shall see.
What's the rest of the Rockets' schedule look like?
Utah, Dallas, Minnesota, Warriors, Miami, Dallas, Orlando, Utah, Portland, Clippers. So no, like...
That's a tough schedule. It's a little tough over there.
It's pretty, it's between...
But they're hot right now.
And then what do the Warriors have?
Let's see.
I'm just curious because...
Well,
this is... Warriors are up, what, a game? Half game?
Believe so, yeah. Warriors play the Hornets tomorrow, and then the Spurs right after that.
Okay.
Dallas, Houston, Dallas, Utah, Lakers, Portland, Pelicans. So pretty similar schedules.
It seems like the Warriors have a little bit.
They have a little bit better, but yeah, I think it's pretty similar. They play a lot of the same teams.
I think I'm not betting against the Warriors and the championship medal, bro. Like, you just have to expect Steph, Draymond, just stay on the court, brother. Like, that's all, man. That's all you have to do. Just stay on the court. Even though I don't trust that they have a second scorer on a nightly basis at all, it's Steph Curry. They're going to figure it out in the end. But the Houston Rockets are legit, bro. And I wonder if this carries over into next season. Like, this is the question I'll ask. Do we think that the Houston Rockets' success carries into next season and beyond? Like, is that...
Yeah.
Listen, man, it's it's really all dependent on if Jalen Green could keep this up. I mean, over their 10-game win streak, he's averaging 30 on 46% from three, 50% from the field.
Yeah, I mean,
He looks like a true superstar. I watched him in that game last night versus OKC. It's just he's so quick and agile with his first step that when the three's falling and you have to guard up on him, he could get by anyone whenever he wants. And when he's finishing at the rate he's been finishing at too, like it's just all come together for him the past 10 games, the finishing, the shooting, the shot selection, and shot diet overall. So, I mean, if he could keep this up, then, like, he's the number one option in the rebuild because that kind of seems to be what they lack. You know, Sengun's a great player. I don't know if he's a number one option on a championship team. Eamon Thompson, I think, is going to be great, but it seems like as of right now, his best role is as a complimentary guy. Kind of the same thing with Atari Eason. Kind of the same thing with, what's the other dude's name?
Jabari
Smith. And then buddy from Villanova, Cam Whitmore. Like, they all seem like really, really awesome role players, but they don't have that one true 1A. That guy with the potential to be that one true 1A. And Jalen Green had that potential during this year. It looked like he was going to get traded, honestly. It looked like he just didn't. Yeah, it looked like he was just the odd man out, and he was the one that was going to be sacrificed. But these last 10 games, I mean, he looks like not only just the best player on the team, but he looks like the player with the most potential on the team. So if he could keep this up and carry this into next year, then, yeah, I mean, the Rockets have everything you were looking for in a rebuilding team. They have the guy, and then they have a bunch of not just players who can be role players with their skill sets, but a lot of players who seem like they're willing and ready to accept that role of being a role player, and that's a big testament to what Ime did with this group. So, yeah, I think the Rockets are set up for pretty long-term success.
So they started out the season way better than anyone expected, and Jalen Green wasn't even playing all that great. So, you know, you add in, if they could get that back, and you add in a superstar level player in Jalen Green, yeah, I don't see why not.
So a guy that you didn't even mention, I think Fred is the perfect vet for this team. Dylan Brooks brought a toughness to this squad that they desperately needed coming into this year. Not even saying that Brooks is going to be a starter next year, because he may not, for all we know. But Jabari Smith, like, what he's become is like the ultimate role player for what the NBA desires, and that's been a big change too. He's been
Tough and one finish.
He's been playing center since Sengun went out, and Amen Thompson has been a rebounding machine, looking like Dennis Rodman out here on most nights. So it's an interesting dilemma that they have with Sengun. Like, I'm not saying that the success is because he's out, but it's almost like this may be what they have to roll into next season with. And maybe you trade Sengun. Like, it's just a thought, especially with how well they played recently. So they'll probably.
It seems like the added spacing with Jabari at center has opened up the floor for Jalen Green. So I still think Jalen Green is capable of playing like this with Sengun, but I think the added spacing definitely helped him.
I think it works what they have, right? Their lineup is just well balanced. Amen is already a top-tier defender in the NBA, too. That needs to be said also. He's a 6'6", freakishly athletic power forward. Oh, my God.
That's game.
Oh, my God.
Clemson moves on.
Okay, anyways. Oh, my God. That was nuts. He's a 6'6", like, center in, like, with point guard skills. Like, it's so weird. His game he's in the dunker's spot. He's always getting offensive rebounds, but yet he has guard skills. Like, it's just, I love the Houston Rockets. I think their future is super bright, but I don't think they're going to pull it off this year.